Hello again, and welcome to my adventure in trying to make a commercial game. It's the end of the 8th sprint, so let's get into what we got done. So my first order of business this sprint was to round out the inventory types. I really wanted to get all the slots fillable at the very least. So that entailed adding armor and helmets. I didn't have too much code to add in order to get it working really, beyond just adding sockets for them to go into. Other than that, it was easy peasy. I just have placeholder art there for now, but that's because 1, I'm not 100% sure how I want it to work, and 2, I'm redoing the character models soon, so don't want to spend a ton of time making the accessories for them. Next up, I wanted to make another UI pass. I actually started using Doozy, which, by the way, I can't really recommend enough if you are prototyping menus. It gives a flowchart style editing window for creating menu flows and hooking into scripts and everything like that. Very easy to use, so definitely something to look at. I've actually had Doozy since before this recent Unity bundle and was reminded of it from said bundle. Definitely worth a look because I was able to redo the main menu and get functionality in very quickly. After that, I redid the HUD. Obviously it's programmer art, but I still wanted to see if I liked this radial styling and radial layout. So far I really like it, but I think I need to scale it down, especially on TVs. Otherwise, it's a pretty nice layout and I think I'll stick with it. I ended up doing another pass on the world space UI as well. I redid the HP bars, indicators, and finally, I added a really crappy item pickup indicator. I was originally going to use shapes for all the world space UI, but decided to go with Doozy for now on the above head stuff. I'm still using shapes for player indicators and will continue to implement it for the spell system to designate AoE spells and such later on. The final big thing I worked on was player resurrection. In this game, being that I want to have such a focus on couch co-op, I think it's important to be able to resurrect fallen teammates. Because if you're playing with guests who have never played before and then they come in and die instantly, you either have to throw the run or they have to sit there while you finish. So it's a bit of a no-brainer adding this feature in. Where my conflict comes in is, do I have players drop their essence or whatever to be respawned, or do I turn players into ghosts until they respawned? No matter what, there will be resurrection totems throughout the map, so the difference just becomes how the downed player gets there. On one hand, I want downed players to have something to do by being a ghost, but on the other hand, I feel they could be distracting for the people still up. So I might have to playtest both and see what works best. Either way, that's pretty much it. I wanted to add the ghost option in too, but I wanted to also work on the monthly video, because I don't really like double stacking editing at the end of the month like I did last month. Plus the low res jam was happening and it made sense to use that for the monthly vid. Anyway, next sprint is going to be completely focused on the AI for the goblins. I'm going to throw out the enemy system completely and basically start over. I want to have a lot more control over the behavior, so I need to get a good system in place for that. I'm also going to finally fix the hit reg system because it's been driving me insane. And then if I have time, I'll work on the variants for the goblins, both visually and behaviorally. And with that, I want to thank you for watching. Sorry this video came out late. I ended up having a previous commitment last week, and honestly it just seemed like a good time to kind of take a week away from the game. I used that time to further Bananalytics a little bit more and work on some other projects, but for the most part it was just nice to take a little bit of time off from it. Either way, I'll be working on the regular updates, so I will see you guys in a couple of weeks. If you liked the video, maybe give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see some more. Take it easy and stay safe out there.